Market makers, baby Black Widow butterfly. Did you guys see this trade? Because this trade made our room so much money, it was ridiculous. So I hope you guys took this trade on YouTube because I've been talking about it for over a week. Guys, what's next? I predicted the pump right before the dump, 24 hours before they dumped it. My last video predicted the pump, last pump before the dump. Sure enough, they dumped it. And guys, this pattern hit every single price target on the way down, every single target. So, including the 1618. I have to share with you guys some of the winnings the guys in the room made, okay? As you guys know, my channel's not monetized. I don't brag about what people make, but this was epic because I've been talking about this on YouTube for over a week. We do scalps and pattern trades in our room. Check this out. 517%. We have a post your trade section where everybody can post their winnings, and there's dozens of posts, okay? 517%. 353% off Solana, okay? Check this one out. 300% off ETH, and this guy just crushed it. $21,000 in less than 8 hours. He made 21K in less than 8 hours from our trade signals. We give you the entries, we give you the exits, we tell you the stop loss. We set this up for you for success. There's a reason our room had 5 people in June and 3,000 people now. You need to come to a real room that understands how to trade with professional traders. You can make a ton of money and you are missing out if you're sitting on the sidelines, okay? Guys, Four Flies charges $233 a month. He's like a 19-year-old kid. He charges $233 a month, payable only in Bitcoin. He didn't even have this call. Okay, most of the big traders, most of the big personalities on YouTube did not have this call. We've been talking about this for over a week, and we had the patterns to show you to do it. We didn't have thumbnails that said 75K one day, and then the next day 25K. Consistency. Guys, how did I know this pattern was going to break the correct way? Well, I always look for confluence. I preach on it in the room. I look for confluence in my indicators. I look for confluence in my patterns. We're at the market top, the bear market top of 52K. And as soon as I shared this pattern with you as well, the ABC pattern on the 1618, it hit it on the dollar and dumped 1, 2, 3, 4 candles afterwards. 4 bars afterwards, it dumped. I called that in the room, and these guys banked. Our room made a ton of money. Guys, check it out. It's $40 a month. The first month is fully refundable if you're not happy with the trades or the room structure. We don't get asked for refunds, my friends. It just keeps exploding. Come check it out. The link is in the Discord description. So where are we going now, guys? Where are we going? Well, we completed the butterfly. As you can see, we popped back up, and we're consolidating on the 4-hour time frame. I drew some other harmonic patterns because, you guys, I don't think this bearish Gartley is going to be the pattern. Even though we're tracking to it 100%, I don't like the price action for it, okay? So what I'm saying is we have the 65K, that's our high. We had the 28,790, that's our low, and we hit the midpoint, the B point on the dot, okay? You're in the 618 range, and now we're tracking up to C retracement. And you say, but Brendan, that's tracking 100%. Why would you say that's not the pattern? Because this pattern, because it's a bearish pattern, it's a counter trend pattern, guys, requires price to move in this direction. Okay, we have to move like this. I don't think we're getting to 57K here. So because I do counter trend patterns, which is harmonic pattern trading, I'll show you what I think we're doing. So I have a few different patterns I want to share with you. Guys, these are bullish patterns. That's why they are in green, but because they are counter trend, they require Bitcoin to descend first. But as you can see, there's a reward at the end, okay? You could call this a second bull run. You could call it a continuation of the bull run. What I can tell you, despite what YouTube says, you have been in a bear market since May 12th. It'll be 4 months on September 12th, okay? 4-month bear market. This moves in cycles. Like Dominic Frisby was saying, many months, potentially many months of consolidation for Bitcoin. And after that consolidation, you're going to see new highs. So follow me on these price journeys. I want to share with you 3 bullish patterns and how they work. This is an ABC pattern, okay? So price comes down here, as you can see, hit all the correct boxes. There's our high, hit the correct boxes. It would continue this journey down, get to our buy zone, and from here at 22K Bitcoin to 14K Bitcoin, comes back up. You're going to have 76K Bitcoin on the 127 or 91K Bitcoin on the 1618, okay? These are on the daily time frames. There will be patterns here in between, micro patterns. There will be pumps, there will be dumps. This is one option of how we get up into these higher levels, these higher echelons for Bitcoin. This is the ABC bullish pattern. Here's my Gartley X pattern. So Gartley X, let me show you this. So the other pattern, the macro pattern, was also Gartley. This is on the daily. It's cleaner. I don't like it on the 4 hour. I don't like the fact that it's a bear pattern because again, I don't think we're going up to break a higher high from here. If anything, we're going to make a lower high, which the Gartley X shows, okay? So price travels in this direction, ticking all the boxes, comes down, comes back up to 47,265. This is your lower high, and it's right at the golden pocket area. Okay, so it comes back up to 47,265. From here would decline. Now this is a Gartley X because of how I took the measurement, and there's a smaller triangle here. You can see it within the triangle itself. So price has the ability at 34K to do this and spring back up, and that could be your bottom, 34K. Okay, it's potential. However, the traditional Gartley would come down to the buy box, 19K to 14K again. And from here, you're going up to 62K Bitcoin to 74K Bitcoin, okay? This is on the daily, so there'll be patterns in between, there'll be micro patterns, and the market structure can change. This could take weeks to get to something like this, okay? I'm sharing these with you because the patterns I've been trading with you have been dead on accurate so far. So the third pattern I have, this is a cipher pattern. So a cipher pattern moves slightly differently than a Gartley, but as you can see, it does require a higher high, which I don't think the price action is showing that. Now that could change, but it looks really, really weak. We're going to zoom in on the smaller time frames, but this works the same way. Price comes up, we hit our X to A, down to B. Our B would be 38K here, guys. 38K, bounce up from 38K to 59, come back down, and at 33.9, basically 34K, same as at Gartley, you have the ability to pop up and hit 66 or 75. Or if you follow the extensions, you're going to 14K Bitcoin, 22K Bitcoin, and then you're popping back up to 66.75. So this is the journey for Bitcoin. This one seems not as likely. This one, the Gartley, seems much more likely, okay? Because again, we're at 38K is your B point, and we're descending now. We're at 46,266. If we descend to 38 and bounce up, that could be our lower high, the 47, and then we continue our journey down to 34, where price will make a decision to go up from 34 or to continue down and keep legging down, guys. So this one seems much more likely. This is the Gartley X. And then, of course, the ABC pattern is the simplest to complete because all price has to do is continue to go down. If price just keeps descending, granted, it can pump up, can come back down, can pump up. It doesn't matter what it does as long as it doesn't break this fib, okay? So it can keep coming up and down as long as it keeps descending and it gets to our buy box of 14 to 22K. Then that's the ABC pattern to 76K, 91K based off the extensions. So keep that in mind. These are all bullish patterns I'm showing you, but they are counter trend patterns based off the Gartley, okay? The Mac Daddy grandfather pattern. So let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Something huge that happened with the dump. And guys, you know, if you've been watching my channel, we have a lot of new subs. I've been talking about the corrective market structure, which is 52K. Bitcoin is in a bear market by definition until it gets out of 52K, then it's in a corrective market. This is why we all knew in my room this was going to fail, okay? So it got above the golden pocket, it got above the corrective market and literally fell apart all the way down past 42K. My kill box, we've been talking about here for what, almost 2 months. The kill box is low volume area. You fell so hard, you fell out of the kill box, out the bottom of the kill box. What was the premise of the kill box? It was based off volume analysis. This whole area is based off volume analysis that we did on this channel. And I told you I am not buying anything long term. We are trading in and out of the market because this is the market top and you do not buy at the top, okay? And if you're watching the wrong people on YouTube that don't understand this type of TA, you need to find other people that do understand this type of TA because you need to find people that will help you protect your money and grow your money. So we're descending here. The key thing that happened, in my opinion, with this dump, you lost the 200 moving average on the 1 hour. You lost the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. You're about to lose it on the daily. If the daily comes back down, if price keeps descending down, you're going to be underneath the 200 moving average on every single time frame. The reason that's important, that's 6.5 months of trading. That is a confirmation, once again, of a bear cycle, a bear market, okay? And again, I showed you those bullish patterns that show you how we will descend and then bounce back up to new highs. Can take weeks, can take months. Again, Dominic Frisby said, He envisions many painful months of consolidation. Okay, consolidation is essentially range trading, and so do I. This whole market top I knew would come into play, my friends, because you cannot just break through a market top in a bear cycle. It was quite obvious it was going to dump, especially when the harmonic pattern started printing, and I was tracking three at the top, two of them with perfect confluence, and of course it dumped because of that. So 6.5 months of trading, guys, that's an extremely important number, the 200. To give you an idea how important that is, when we lost the 200 in May and June, the room made a ton of money because that became our market top. Price would just keep coming up to test it, getting rejected. Price would come to test it, getting rejected. And it did that over and over again. And if it starts doing that pattern again, there's a ton of money to be made. So, guys, everything's rosy and everything's golden for Bitcoin. And I say that because even though the price is going down, keep in mind, last bull cycle, Bitcoin lost 85% at one point, went down to 3,000. Even if it plays out any of these bullish patterns and goes to 22K or 14K, that's a 7x multiplier on 3,000. Bitcoin is steadily gaining value cycle after cycle. You have to look at it. Again, it's more dangerous to not own Bitcoin than it is to own Bitcoin, but you're going to have these volatile cycles back and forth with the price. And so it's important to understand price movement and trends so you can make money and build your way to financial freedom. And that's what we do in our room, guys. Another video coming tomorrow. Check out our room, link in the video description. Hope to see you guys there. Talk soon, my friends.